Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages. I have a book review for you today, and that is Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. This is the same author as Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, I believe is what the sequel to that is called. I've not read those yet. They're still in my TBR jar. So yeah, this is about a girl named Clementine whose family is kind of like the mage or like wizard of this city, like this village that they live in, and they collect nightmares and they kind of like record them down in a book. So these two brothers end up coming and battling them for like challenging them, because you can basically like, it's kind of like trial by combat where they can challenge each other, and if one wins and the other one has to give up like their position. And one of the brothers, the Clementine, has a connection with, and the brother who she doesn't have a connection with ends up being like the new mage, wizard, nightmare collector, whatever. I can't remember what they're called in this universe. And so Clementine disguises herself and basically like integrates herself into Phelan. His name's Phelan. I briefly forgot his name. So she kind of disguises himself. He gives off, like, this whole story gives off major, like, Howl's Moving Castle vibes. And I just say that because Phelan is, like, the mage, wizard, whatever, of this other city. And he has this, like, ward who reminds me of the little boy from Howl's Moving Castle. And then he also has, like, his grandmother helps him, and he's like, she cooks and cleans, so she's kind of like Sophie, but like the older version of Sophie. And I really thought that this book was going to go down like, because in my mind, in Howl's Moving Castle, like, Howl knows so it's Sophie the entire time when she's like old. Like, he knows that that's not really like, knows that isn't how she actually looks, and like he actually knows that it's Sophie. He just pretends not to know it's her. So I thought it was going to go down that route. It didn't with Clementine, which kind of made me a little upset, because I was like, I think that could have added a lot more like interest to the story, in my opinion. It also, the last half is very much like fairy tale-ish, because they have to like go on a journey and like gather all these people and basically like break a curse. So that part of the story I wasn't really interested in, and it's one of those that you have to really pay attention when they're telling you like the fairy tale and like the little stories, because it's basically gonna tell you like what's gonna happen in the end. So I kind of called it. So that was my little May review for Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. I will be keeping this at this time. I thought about unhauling it, but like I really did enjoy the story. So I think it's one of those that's gonna live on my bookshelf for like 3 or 4 years, and then I'll end up unhauling it. But for now, this is going on my shelves. It's not going in the unhaul pile. There are some other ones that I still need to review on my shelf that will be going in the unhaul pile, but this one is staying for now. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye!